How is everyone doing today? We've got Denise. Hey Denise, glad you didn't miss it either. Laura. Yay, I'm glad you caught it too. Well, thanks for watching on the replay, Laura. I appreciate that. Hi, Kitty. I'm glad you're here too. Hey, Kim. All right, yeah, okay. So let's go ahead and jump in. Hey, Mick, how's it going? Hey, Mary. All right. We are going to be making a slimline card today, and as you can already see over here, I have a few things prepped. Hi, Carol. I'm glad to see you too. Well, see you. And we're going to be using some new Heffy Doodle. Bratty Patty, I like that. Hey. Hi, Kathleen. We're going to be using the Pandtastic painters today. And I went ahead, because sometimes when you're dealing with littler pieces, it can be, you know, I went ahead and die cut them all out. I haven't colored any of them yet. Hi, Roberta. Connecticut. Ooh, all right. All right, so I've got all those pieces. We're going to color all of them. We're going to put them on a slimline. And so again, Pandtastic painters. We're going to be using the Messy Desk stencil. And I think I mentioned this once before. I actually have a paw print on that one. One of the boys did get messy. Hey, Darlene in Phoenix. Is it nice and warm there? All right, we also have the slimline scenery dies. And here's what I went ahead and did. So my slimline panel was 3.5 inches by 8.5 inches, and I went ahead and cut it down with the cloud. And we're just going to piece that back together. And then I went ahead and cut out some grass. This is a little bit longer than it needs to be, so I will trim that down later. But hey, babe. Hey, James. And so this is what we've got. And I did pick out some colors. These are the Simon Hurley Create colors. We even have the two new ones. The newest one is called Breakup Blue. And that is a beautiful blue. And then the one from last month is Sidewalk Chalk. And then I've paired it up with some Overzealous, Slippery When Wet, and Rosy Cheeks. So we've got all that. But let's jump right in to our coloring to start. I'm going to put these things off to the side. I think it's so cute how y'all recognize my husband. He's a sweetie, my tech guy. Okay, so we're going to start with some W's. I've got my W6 and my W8. All right, and then we're going to color our little pandas. They're so stinking cute. So I'll just put those up there. And yeah, it's a little bit more difficult since they're already die cut to color them, but we're just gonna work with it. I did this, like I said, to save a little bit of time. Nobody wants to see me die cut for hours. Not that it really does take me that long, but sometimes the die cutting does take a little bit longer when you're using smaller images, because for me it's tacking them down. That's half the battle. All right, so coloring this like a panda would be, I had to look it up. Isn't that funny? I had to look it up because I was like, I don't know. I've seen them at the zoo. I like watching little panda videos, but could I tell you where it all goes? No. No, I could not. All right. And then we're going to have these little pieces sticking to me. I think you're right, Denise. He does have his own fan club. And if you actually, I mean, if you met him in person, you'd love him. He's just the best. Great tech guy and sometimes Max and Miles. Yes, I know. They were in here just a little bit ago, and of course now they're asleep. I was hoping they'd be able to come in and say hello to everybody. But no, they're passed out. It was probably from messing with me earlier that they're exhausted. That's tiring. And I have no rhyme or reason to where I am actually putting the shadowing and shading. I'm just putting it down. And it looks like a mess there, but that's where the blending it out. I'm kind of a big deal. Aren't you though, James? Aren't you? Oh my gosh. That guy. He's a trip. He gave me the green light. I just bought something today. I ran over to Hobby Lobby because I had gotten word that it was on sale and I got the last one. I don't know if any of you are into the hot foiling system, but I'm gonna be because I just got one and I am super, super excited. I got the Glimmer, it's the Spellbinders one. So I got that all, yeah, I had to. Yeah, Mary Carol, he's a big deal. All right, so there's our little panda. So it wasn't so bad now that they're die cut to color them. And maybe that's the way to do it for me, because then if I die cut it bad, then I don't have to worry about the coloring. You know what I mean? Sometimes that's my big issue. If I've spent some time coloring something and then I've got to die cut it, if it doesn't cut right, I'm like, oh goodness, I just wasted all that time. So who knows, maybe this is the way to do it. I probably won't do it because I'm a creature of habit, but I like the thought. I do. That's for sure. Yes, I'm excited to show some foiling videos too, to be honest with you, because it's going to be new for me. I've watched some. I've watched Carrie Rhodes, if any of y'all have watched her. She's used this system for a while, and she's pretty awesome. Yeah, thanks, Mary Carol. I'm super, super pumped. Have you guys done it before? Kitty, have you done it? Because I'm excited to learn and to share, and I don't know. I saw they have a kit, which that's dangerous, right? Spellbinders has their own monthly kit. So maybe I should just avoid that at all costs. But it is neat, the whole idea, and then you run it through your die cutting machine. I think they, you know, not I think, I'm certain you have to use the machine that they have for it. So I did the Platinum, the Platinum 6 was on sale as well, so I went ahead and got it. Pretty excited. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. All right, so what is everybody up to this weekend? Oh, and check this one out. Check this one out. So look at this little guy. His die cut cuts his paw. So you can put something in his paw. Is that not adorable? I'm so excited about that. I always love that. It's those little details, I'm telling you. Pitter patter. Yeah, so what is everybody up to this weekend? I've tried, you're clunky at it? Okay, all right, Carol, that's good to know. You don't have the machine, you're a bit afraid to take. You know what, I will say that I mean, obviously I knew about the machine for a while, but because of the price of it, I was the same way. That's the same way I was with the, why am I blanking? The minks. I was like, that's kind of pricey. So if I can find a machine on sale, you know, I got wind of it and I was like, I gotta head to Hobby Lobby, and I got the last one. Pretty happy. You're working this weekend, Denise? Going camping, Mary? We are too. Well, we're heading out on Sunday, so I'm really excited. So that's gonna be prepping the trailer and getting it all ready. Good for you, Mary. I think you're probably gonna have the best time. The best time. I know we will. I got all my food from my Walmart order today. so I'm excited. You know, I do all this working out and then I go on these camping trips and eat like it's my last meal. And then I wonder why I can't lose weight. Oh well. You're heading out camping on Sunday as well, Kitty? No way. Well, 'tis the season, right? Ooh, I'm so excited that we're all going camping. Yeah, so I guess that means no live next week for me, but that's okay. All right, I am done with the W8. Local child adult taking me out. Ooh. All right, all right. Good for you, Kathleen. That's right. It is Mother's Day, you know, Mother's Day weekend. Good. Sounds like your kid's doing the right thing, taking mama out. That's awesome. Very awesome. I think we're gonna do all sorts of cooking at the campsite. Very excited about that. Very excited about that. Weather by us will be cool, but our friends will be with us. Oh, that's so fun. Oh, it's always fun to camp with others. I mean, I like camping when it's just the two of us as well, or our daughter comes also, and she's actually coming. So I'm really excited. She got done with all of her finals, so she's going to get to come along. Very pumped about that. This one I already had colored, so we're just going to go with it. And I'm using a W3 in case you were wondering. But yeah, it's always fun to go camping with other folks. Got another one. We'll just color them all. I think it's going to be a great weekend to camp. I mean, I think where we're headed, it might be rainy a little bit, but to be honest, that's okay. I am okay with that. I'm camping with my peeps, so I'm happy. Happy camper. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Hi, Crystal. Oh, in Colorado. You went to the Container Store. Did you get fun stuff? Yeah, Kathleen, you know what? Before we did I don't even really call it camping because we have a camper, I mean, a trailer. We are not roughing it by any means, that is for sure. Not roughing it. Okay, so I'm going to grab the E3155. What did you get from the Container Store? I would love to know. I have always wanted to go to one of those, just never have. I think my mom's gone a few times. Maybe she hasn't. Maybe she's ordered online. I don't know. But she always finds cool stuff to organize everything. It is more like glamping, right, James? That's right, Kitty. Your friend's from Gretna. Oh, that's a heck of a drive for them. Yep. But you know what? That's cool. It's so funny that we have that connection. I mean, I left there, I guess, what, 21 or 20 years ago after I graduated college. And, you know, we go back to visit just on occasion, especially when we lived in Kansas, but yeah. I know, James, isn't that great? Yeah, Kitty had told me that, and I was like, oh my gosh, what are the odds? That's so crazy. So I think that's a town of like 10,000 now. So, I mean, I don't know too many people there anymore. A lot of the people I went to school with ended up staying. I met me a military man, though, so we started moving. Yep. You know, and my mom doesn't live there, and my sister doesn't live there, so there you go. Yep, it's crazy. Okay, so I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to go ahead, just for the sake of not losing, I'm going to go ahead and do all the handles of my brushes the same color as well. See, this coloring thing, if I added the die cutting to it, we'd be doing this forever. Because I want to talk to y'all. Yes, glamping. I'm telling you, there is no camping to it, really. And we're actually going to the beach, so it is not camping. I mean, we say it is, but it isn't. Okay, connecting book and the building is fast and furious, yeah. Yeah, it is growing big time out there. Okay, you got a connecting bookend for your 12 by 12 paper pads. Ooh, then I got scissor holder. Oh, smart. Those are all things you need. And a magnetic caddy for your tier. That's awesome. My husband is Army. I love Alabama, Kim. This is where we're going to retire when the time comes. I mean, it may be a few more years, but this is it. We love Alabama. Big fans of Alabama, and our daughter will most likely be here too. So, all right, let's pick some pinks. Yes, it is. Yes, Kitty, it is on the beach. They have their own private, like beach area. I cannot wait. It's just going to be so awesome. And I didn't think the price. Well, they bumped up the price after we already made the reservations, but it was like, personally, you know, it is what it is. All right, I'm just adding a little bit of color to each of these little dots, and we'll go from there. You know what? I'm going to add to this one too. I want to make sure I hit all the colors. Yeah, I suppose, Kathleen, yeah, if you live there, no real excitement for you. So where would you go camping? It's like we have friends that have lived in Hawaii. Like, after that, where do you go for your dream vacation? Hi, Alexandra. Yay, I'm so glad. I'm so glad you're here. How fun. What are you up to this weekend? Okay, bringing in some oranges. I'll do this one as orange too. Okay, he's colored. I better get him out of the way. And I already did a pink. Why did I do another pink? Because I am having fun chatting with y'all. That's why. Okay. Once again, where the planning comes in a little bit. Alrighty. We've got a Y06 and a Y19. Indiana Dunes. That's right. I remember you saying that. It's not on the beach. Yeah, you're right. Cost of the trailer, and you know, if you've got to have a truck or something like that, that all adds up for sure. But it's also those memories you make. We just love it. Just love it. All right, now this one should be orange. This one's going to be yellow. But you're right. Heck. We've talked about next place we have to move to because we already own our home here. We may, you know, maybe we'll live in our motorhome, who knows, or our trailer. Oh, you're cleaning. Okay. A giant peach. Think of me as you pass. That is 5 miles from my house. All right. Well, I'm going to keep an eye out, Kim. I'm going to keep an eye out for the big giant peach because I don't remember seeing it for sure. But we are headed down to the Gulf somewhere, and to be honest with you, I don't remember where. I'm just excited. I'm just excited to go. All right, let's color these brushes. We'll color the brushes just with some W4 just to do it. And then grab our greens because we did some. All right. You know, I'm going to go ahead and do this entire paintbrush in green. Might as well. Might as well. All right, and then we'll get some blues in here. I'm going to do B12 and B16. And then we'll end it with some purple. All right. And some of the lines I'm keeping a little bit harsh. This one's a little too harsh for me, I think. All right. I-65. Are we going to be on I-65? You know, I'm usually trying to keep the cats from freaking out, so. Siamese. I don't know what we were thinking, you know. We take them with us, and our sweet little geriatric dog, and take him in the car. And it's funny, we asked the vet, we're like, what do we do? And he's like, don't take your cats camping. We're like, but we have to. We can't leave the boys behind. So, can't leave them behind. All right. I think I'll just do for here as well, just to do it. Oh, and I forgot to add my purple here. And then the paintbrush, this one's going to be orange, so let's do that real quick. Okay, well, let's keep an eye out for the peach, Jim. Keep an eye out for that peach. Okay, so I've got my pieces fairly, they're colored, we're good. We'll set those off to the side, and now I'm going to grab my other pieces. Oh no, kitty, I'm here. All right, and this is how I've got it set up. I'm thinking I am going to add, you know, the Breakup blue very, very lightly on the edges all around to make it look like a sky, but, and mostly just these edges because, well, you know what, before I do that, let's bring out the stencil and let's do what I had planned for the stencil. Am I still here? Yeah, okay, everything still says green, so looks like I'm still here. And I'm going to do this on the top portion. So I think what I'm going to do is spray some pixie spray. I'm in a pretty well-ventilated area, so I'm going to go ahead and spray this pixie spray on the side. You definitely want to do that in a well-ventilated area. Nobody wants anybody getting high. Oh, zoom out. Thank you. Goodness, I always do that. Thanks, babe. See? See? Best IT guy there is. Okay. Okay, and that'll be good. Gonna let that dry a second. I just sprayed it more at the top. I love my pixie spray. Always use it. Or stay in your call. Okay. Let's see. All right, that is drying. Okay. And then I am going to just stick it down. Let's see if I can get that on there fairly straight. That's why I like the pixie spray, because that will keep things from moving the way they should. And then I can just move this stencil over as we go. So I'm going to start with our rosy cheeks. And then just kind of blend as we go. I don't want to go too dark. And we may have to come back in with some of these colors, but so that was rosy cheeks. Now we're doing slippery when wet. And I suppose for this one, we'll do an orange blender buddy. I'm gonna make sure that's cleaned off a little bit though. And then we'll blend those just a little. Come out with that. All right, I'm already liking it. Already liking it. And then we'll come in with some Overzealous. Hey, Sue! Nah, you're not late. All you missed was coloring. And we'll blend those just a little over the top of each other. Okay. You're not late, my friend. All's well. And then for this one, I don't want to go too far over, so... Okay, and my blender buddy was real dirty. So, because I want to be able to pick this up and move it, I'm going to try to be a little bit careful about how I blend. And we're overlapping. Just to see how we can do. All right. So now we're going to pick it up carefully. Making sure that pixie spray didn't adhere too much. Okay, good. We're good. And let's see. I'm going to attach it here. Some of that drip will come off, and then we'll come in a little bit further. I probably should clean off my stencil. That's what I probably should have done, but lazy crafter here. And then we'll come in with, you know, I'm going to come back in with our rosy cheeks. Let me wipe this away a little bit though. Probably should have done this beforehand. Okay. So back in with rosy cheeks. We may not end up using the Sidewalk chalk. We'll see. Get those to blend a little bit. All right, and then we'll end up with our Overzealous, or our slippery when wet. I know, it's a fun little stencil. I love the splatter. I don't know if y'all saw some of my samples that I had done with this set and with some of these products, but that one was a fun one. It's already been sent off, so I can't show it now, but y'all seemed to like that one, so that was cool. Okay, so let's peel this back and see what we're left with. I kind of like that. That looks good. It's a little messy here, so that's something to work on. And I'm just going to wipe that away. And it's nice because the pixie spray will stay sticky for a little while. I texted Simon asking him if he had an extra Midnight Snack re-inker and a Wolf re-inker because I'm making... Oh, 500 graduation cards. That is a giant graduating class, Crystal. Oh my goodness. Do they? Do they have extras? Because I love Midnight Snack, and Wolf is great too. That, wow, you are committed. Good for you. That's incredible. All right, I'm going to come in. You know what? This might be where I'm going to use the Sidewalk chalk. That is ambitious. Good. When do you have to have all that done? Because that's a lot. That is a lot. I'd love to know what they look like too, but they're super pretty. All right, we're going to be real subtle with this. I kind of just want to go around the edges just to add a little bit of pink. Just a little. And you know what? My mat's dirty. That's on me. That is on me. Okay. Ranger doesn't have them, huh? Well, doggone. Does scrapbook.com have any? Also, Brutus Monroe, I know they carry some of his inks and re-inkers, so that might be one to look for if you're thinking. But good for you. Doesn't it feel good, though, to be able to do that? It's always fun to share our talent. I love it. I had a friend contact me the other day and said, all right, I want to do a little retail therapy. Send me some of your cards. What can I get for however much she wanted to send? So I just sent her a bunch of cards today. Okay. All right. That's fun. It's different. This is a little different. And maybe we don't love it, but that it is the way it is. So, okay. I've got my card base and a slimline card base for me. I cut it to 7 inches by 8.5 inches. So I'm going to score this at 3.5. That's how I do my slimline. And then we'll just, because I'm going to start attaching this stuff down. We're just going to go ahead and start that. You did a video on your graduation cards. Oh, well, I'll have to look. I will have to look. All right, and I'll pull out my Barely Art, which I'm really loving this glue, by the way. For all of you that raved about it, you weren't wrong. Because I do get a little heavy-handed with the glue sometimes. Thank you, Kathleen. You're so sweet. We'll see how it turns out. Okay. All right. And then we'll attach our grass down because I got to have my base going. Normally I don't like to start attaching stuff just yet until I know the placement of things, but we need to have our scene set so then we can start adding everything else. This almost looks like puffy ice cream or cotton candy now that I'm looking at it. So there's another idea. Okay, so piecing those back together. You're liking it too, Kitty. Thanks. I appreciate it. We'll see. Maybe it'll just really all come together for me because I got to be honest, I'm not in love with it just yet. Not in love with it, but we're going with it. All right. I'm going to go ahead and add my glue to my grass. And then we'll get ready to cut that off if I have to. Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to cut some off. All right. Okay, all right, starting to look like a scene. She's my little snips. All right, there we go. That's true, Kitty, they do, and you know, that's why I like watching other artists as well, because oftentimes they'll do things I didn't think of. So you're right. You are 100% right. So now I'm just going to start placing things on there. I'm not sure where I want them, but I definitely want these pandas on there. I don't know, maybe I should just have them like this, and then this little guy can go on the inside. I do love the idea of the heart being on there, but our sentiment needs to go somewhere too. You bring color to my world. That's what I'm thinking I'm going to do. So maybe if I put my sentiment out there, I can kind of get the idea. And I do like that we have color spelled both ways. That's good. Leslie always thinking. would it be better up here? Okay, I'm kind of liking the idea of it maybe up top. Oh, there's a thought too. That's right, Amazon does have Simon's inks on occasion. I just never link that because it isn't automatic for me. When I link things, it's based off of the service that I pay for. And Amazon isn't one of those that is automatic. You have to go search and then you have to link it from there, if that makes sense. All right, so I think we're going to have, maybe we'll have him holding the little art palette. Or maybe it would be better if he's holding the bucket. No, he can't hold the bucket because then the, well, he could do it like that. And then he could have his paintbrush in his hand. That's a thought. Ooh, I like it. That would be appropriate. You're right, Kitty. You have great ideas. You all do. We're going with it. No turning back. We'll put it in his little paw. I think, is it European or is it French? Maybe it is, because I know it in Canada they spell color with the U, and that's a great question. I don't know. I should learn these things. All right, so we're getting there, and then maybe what we could he be squeezing it? That would be funny. He could have the other one in his hand too. That would be funny. He's got one in one hand, or you know what? No, we'll do this one in his hand. Better yet, we'll put the paintbrush in his hand, this other paintbrush in his hand, like they're helping each other paint this. British, Kathleen? Yeah, you're probably right. I should learn these things. I homeschooled my kids, I guess, you know. All right. So I've decided, yeah, he's going to be holding this one because he's squirting it. I think that would just be funny. All right, well, let's do the outside first. And I don't want to screw it up. Okay, all right. Thank you, Roberta. How are you doing? It is the proper UK English. Okay. Good to know. All right, move our little characters. And don't want to do it upside down, huh? And there is a die cut for the word color that Heffy Doodle just came out with as well. But I think I'm just going to go with stamping it. Okay. And I'm just going to stamp it in black, but I'm going to use my VersaFine Clair because it always does such a great job of being nice and crisp. It is a pigment ink, in case anybody was wondering. There we go. Use color. What's going on, Mary? Oh, Commonwealth countries. Okay, New England, Australia, Britain. Is your PayPal active for donations? Oh, yes. Yes, Mary, it is active for donations. It should be at the very bottom if you go down to the description, which thank you for thinking of me. It should be at the very bottom of my description box. You can go to PayPal. I think it might be donations or it's tips. PayPal tips is what it is. So thank you, Mary. I appreciate you asking. He removed what he thought was extra vowels when he printed his dictionary. Look at you, Anne, with all your wonderful knowledge. You don't use the U, Sue. Oh my. Well, you know, you already have one in your name, right? So you don't need to. That's funny, you're a rebel. Kitty! Brilliant. Why am I not? Yes, yes, this is why we do this together. Because I'm not thinking of that. I'm having too much fun reading y'all's comments, and then I'm missing stuff, so I feel bad about that, but... so there. I like that thought. We're going to have that squirted behind. That's fun. Aren't the pandas adorable, Crystal? They're just fun. Except the US of A, that's right. Happy Treason Day. Okay. So I'm just going to start putting things down in a minute. After, I loved your paint splotch idea. We're doing it. That is happening. So where am I going to put my little panda down? We'll put him, we'll put it like this, and we'll put him right there. I love it. That's just brilliant. Okay. So I'll grab some Heffy tape. And we'll stick that down just so I don't make a mess, because it's always possible to go past that. And then we'll just use the rosy cheeks that we've been using, so that'll be fun. It's a little bit different pink than what you see on what I colored, but okay. How fun. What a good idea. Yay. Oh, and then I moved it, but it didn't do anything. Can you believe that? This is where that pixie spray, if I'd have sprayed it all over the dang thing, that might have worked better. But that's good. I like it. And then that way we'll just stick him down. I just had to have him holding like he's squirting it out. That just was too fun. Okay, I'll clean that off later. Well, hello, Trey. Color was the way the French spelled color, and it worked its way into our language after the Battle of Hastings. Well, thank you for that little tidbit, Trey. Very much appreciated. Always love trivia. Or I suppose it's probably common knowledge for some folks. If you know me at all, not likely, but... Well, thank you. So you came here to learn about a card and to get a history lesson, everybody. I love it. This is great. All right. We're going to start sticking everything down. These little pandas just have me feeling some kind of way. Thank you, Kitty. That was your idea for that paint splotch. Okay. And then we'll put this little guy behind, or on the other side. I just love that he's holding the bucket of paint. Why does that have me feeling, oh my gosh, that's so cute. Dropping knowledge bombs, that's right. Look at Trey with his knowledge bombs. All right, and then we're just going to randomly put these things around. I think that'll be fun. Okay. He's clever. He's a keeper. That's true. Okay, so locally here in Huntsville, there's this place called Melt, and we did trivia night. I was worthless. Okay, I shouldn't say that. I knew one question. I didn't actually even know it. I only guessed. The question was something about tattoos for somebody that hosted the CMA Awards, and I was like, I think Keith Urban has tattoos, but I don't watch any of those shows, so I didn't, you know. I was like, I think Keith Urban has tattoos. Turns out I was right. Okay, and then we're just going to put the paintbrush down here. How about that? We'll put it, I'm going to stick it right behind our little panda's foot. Maybe, maybe not. Right there. There it is. Yeah, but we got, and the local, just so y'all know, the local baseball team is called the Trash Pandas. So we put in our names as the Trask Pandas. How fitting is that? Even though it wasn't pandas, what they really mean is raccoons. Trash pandas. That's so funny. Okay, so we did it, y'all. We did it in about 40 minutes. I'm going to stick with this. I Love this. This makes my heart happy. I even actually, now that I'm looking at it, don't mind the pink. I feel like that breaks it up just a little bit, so that's fun. And then we have our inside, which, you know, there's other sentiments in here. You could put my bamboo. Love that. But of course, if I put that, then I need to put some bamboo. Or your Pandtastic. Oh, that's what we're going to do. That's going to be our last thing. We're going to stamp that right in there because I have to do it. I love it. And then we'll just use this one. Okay. And I may just put it over here since I've got everything. I don't always put them all in the middle. Ooh, it's so cute. Love it. Thanks, Carol. Thank you, Crystal. Thank you, Kitty. Thanks for all of your guys' help and your input. This is going to do it. There you go. See? Take a look. How fun. Those pandas. Oh my gosh. All right, so we will not be doing a live next week because we'll be camping, but yeah, that's what we'll be doing. And so we should be back. Well, I'm hoping to be back the next week. So we'll skip next week, and then the following week we'll be back doing a live again. And if there is something in particular that you guys would like to see, put that down in the comment section down below. And thank you guys. Thanks for your sweet comments. If you like this video, don't forget to hit that like button. And I think y'all are subscribers, so saying that, I guess. Oh, thank you, Sue. Appreciate that. Denise, Mary, everybody, Laura, Kathleen, Crystal, everybody who's here. I hope I didn't miss anybody. Y'all are awesome. I love you guys, and I will see you in a couple of weeks. Bye, everybody.